Welcome back to another episode of the hit, critically acclaimed podcast, The Metabolism Men. My mic isn't too close to me. All right, let's fix that. Hopefully, it's not too loud now. My name is Jamin,
and I am Hayden.
And as you can see, Connor is not with us today. He's been kicked out of the pocket. No,
where'd he go?
There was a little bit of a scheduling mishap with Connor, really with just us in general, and we weren't going to do it today. And then Josh was like, "Wait, I actually am available today." So we were just like, "All right, bet, let's do it." And then Connor's like, "Sorry guys, I can't do it today." So I'm just like, "Well, I kind of want this episode out before the month ends, so we're just going to do it without him for today." We have Josh from the last episode taking his place. Joshua Madeline Rodriguez, how are you doing today? Speak for the people watching the audio.
Quite good.
There's going to be plenty of people just listening to the audio. They're not going to see you.
Thumbs up doesn't really translate.
It doesn't, yeah.
Audio.
Funny enough, before we get into everything, Connor made a joke in the last episode. Josh said something about one of Connor's choices that he did, like one of his rankings, and he makes a joke, and in response Connor says, "Well, Josh, at the end of the day, guess who's coming back next time and who's not coming back next time?" And that was a little reference about how Josh is just an honorary member and Connor's a main character in the Metabolism Men. But it is very ironic that Connor said that because he's not here, but you are.
He was foreshadowing his own disappearance.
That is insane. That is very crazy. How the turntables. But yeah, so that is that out of the way. But today, as you can tell by the title, we originally were going to wait until next year, like season 2, in order to get this episode out. But I decided that we have the momentum, Josh is still around. So it's just like, let's just do Candy part 2, and the first episode was a lot of fun. And there's so many candies that we didn't even mention in the episode. We're just like, we got to do part 2. We might as well just do it now. Originally, we're going to do another episode that'll be pushed back until next time. But today, we are doing candy again, but even more this time. The hand signals, they really help. Okay, so the rules, the rankings. There's GOAT. There's good, there's mid, there's trash. There's also never had, but again, I'm pretty sure we've had most of these candies. There might be a couple that one of you guys haven't had. I'm not sure. I haven't really spoken to you about these beforehand, like usually. So without any further ado, I want to thank you guys first. Thank you guys not only for being here and listening and watching to the podcast. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for leaving these great feedbacks and stuff. Thank you for that one guy for calling us weird that we were talking about Lunchables, even though we're all adults. So thank you a lot for that one really impacted us. This one goes out for you because now we're going to be talking about children's candy, so hope you're happy, bro.
He's going to be so jealous when we're all like millionaires in like 3 years.
Exactly. 3. I'm talking about 1.
I'm talking about tomorrow.
Yeah, all right. So anyway, without any further ado, let's actually get into the first candy
oh boy
of the day. And it's a big one. There's actually a comment. Shout out David, if you're watching or listening to this. You really called me out. So the candy that we missed, the really big candy that we missed in the last one, and this is my fault, will be the first one we're talking about today, which is none other than Jolly Ranchers.
How could have we missed those?
So Josh goes first, Hayden goes second, I go last.
This is a tough one. I must say though, Jolly Ranchers pretty high up there. Pretty good. Pretty good. I wouldn't call it GOAT. I wouldn't call it
Okay.
GOAT, but it's got that
Do you have any
flavor.
do, do you have any reasoning you want to offer for why you put them that high, Josh?
I mean, they just have that sweetness, the
They
taste,
just
the
have that sweetness. That's valid.
savoriness, you know?
That's valid.
Hey, shout out to the chewable ones though. Those chewable, they come in the little box. Those chewy Jolly Ranchers, I think they're better than the hard ones.
All right. Okay.
All right, Hayden.
I'm gonna put them at good tier because it's one of those things where there's individual flavors are better. Blue is like really awesome, and I put that at goat. But if I'm at a candy store and I see that in like a barrel against like other candies, I'm probably gonna choose other candies. So
Okay.
yeah,
So your final answer is good.
yeah, good tier.
I feel weird putting it in.
You feel weird.
I feel weird putting it in good,
Hmm.
but I
Why
don't
is that?
feel like it's go either. Unless we're talking about the sour ones, because the sour ones are real
Hmm.
good.
I never had a
Hmm.
solid sour Jolly Rancher.
Well, if you leave it out in the sun long enough, it'll. But no, they actually
Yeah,
do.
so you can just make your own sour Jolly
They,
Ranchers,
they actually
solid
do
sour ranchers.
sour. They actually do make sour Jolly Ranchers. Very good. Those I would say aren't goat. Regular Jolly Ranchers, I think I'll put them in very high good, very high.
Mm,
Like probably out of all these candies, that'll be like the highest of good. You know what I mean? But I do
makes
like
sense.
Jolly Ranchers. But shout out David. Not gonna try to pronounce your last name. And I'm not going to because I don't want to dox you or anything. But shout out David. You really called me out on that one. I don't know how I forgot about Jolly Ranchers. They are iconic. Don't get it twisted. All right. The second one, this one's for you, Hayden, because
Okay,
you talked about it
I like it.
in I don't know. But you talked about it in the last episode. You kept asking me, is this one in this episode? But I
Okay.
said it's not, but it is in this one. So number two is Mentos.
Ooh,
Why?
Mentos. Am I
Why?
going first? You want me to go first?
Josh is going first. I go
Okay.
first. No, I'm playing.
There's no need
Okay.
for it to be like. There's no need for it to be. There's two situations. You have Mentos, right? Someone's breath stinks, and you're being a good friend. You give them a Mentos, or you have the fruity ones. But but I don't go out of my way to buy the fruity ones. It's like one of those things. I see it. If someone gives it to me, hey, I'll have it. I'll take it. But I'm not going out of my way to buy a fruity Mentos. And
Okay.
I'm not going out of my way to buy a normal Mentos. If I want a mint, I'll take an Altoid, maybe a Tic Tac. I'm not going. Why? Why? We don't need Mentos here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. No one wants that.
So what are you putting
But
in
what
it?
was your answer?
Just say your rank.
It's
All this trash talking. What's
It's
your rank?
I mean, it's not for what it is. Despite how unnecessary it is in this world, I would say
Out with
it's
it.
good.
Say it.
It's good. It's good.
Okay,
It's mid. It's
I'll
mid.
take that.
It's mid. Okay.
Okay, it's good or it's mid. Okay, it's mid. Okay.
You
That's
switched
your
it up. No
final
will I
choice.
am. All right. All right, Hayden.
Just purely out of nostalgia, I'm gonna put them at GOAT because I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy Mentos. I'll admit I'm not gonna do that, but Mentos just like taste good. Like they don't do as good of a job as a normal mint or an Altoid. I'll say that, but like they just bring back memories of like just like you know people I know who just like have them in their purse and they're just like, "You want a Mentos?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want a Mentos."
What kind of people do you be hanging around when they just ask you, "Do you want a Mentos?"
Not even in the packaging. It's
Because
just laying loose in the purse.
Okay.
you know they just I just have a lot of people that Mentos bring into my memories. Let's just
They'd be,
say.
they'd be like, they'd be like,
So let's just say that.
Come here, come here. Put your hand out. Put your hand out.
Yeah, the way I said it made it really seem like I just like run into like people out in
People only
public
give
and
you
they just like
Mentos.
lure me in with their Mentos and their
Yeah.
purses.
Just,
Okay,
just stick your
anyway,
hand out. Let me put
Yeah.
Mentos in your hand.
go tier. Yeah.
Mentos.
Go tier.
Mentos for me. I'll just say they're good. I guess they're like lower good. I don't think they're mid. The minty ones are actually very good, though. I will say, those are really. If there's a specific candy, like a mint candy that I would really want out of all of them, I would choose the minty Mentos. I would.
Minty
Um,
Mentos.
yeah, I would choose those. The
Try to say
fruity
that
ones,
5 times fast.
the
Minty toes,
fruity
minty
ones
toes.
are good. Are good. They're
Yeah.
no, they're not. They're mid. They're good.
Dang,
They're good.
but
They're good.
make
They're
up your
good.
mind.
They're
You're so
good.
indecisive.
They're good. Yeah, Mentos are good. I'll put them at good. This next one is very interesting. Warheads.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. They make your tongue bleed.
They
Get
do.
up too many.
They do.
That's
They are quite good.
that's what makes them good.
It's not something I'm popping in and like, hey, I just want a bunch. Like, it's more so it's
Of course
like,
not.
like when you want to put yourself through suffering, kind of like that.
Okay.
I would say, I'll say goat. Not
Really?
purely in terms of flavor, but just like
The
it's
experience.
just yeah, it's like you go with your friends, like, hey, I got a bunch of warheads. And you just
Is that what you do? Is that how you
Oh,
offer
yeah.
candy to your friends? Hey, I got a bunch of.
Hey man, I had a warhead in my back pocket.
I think I think suffering is good, and I think I think we all need to suffer a little bit every once in a while. I think that's a good thing. And I'm gonna put them in goat tier because I think they actually do taste good, and also just the experience. If I'm in a candy store, I will buy them. I will go out of my way to put like a handful in my bag. Like, you know, one of those bulk candy stores you can just like go and just buy a bunch of whatever you want.
Yeah.
I will buy those. So nostalgia too, but they are good in my opinion. Might be a little intense for some people, but if you've had them in your childhood, which I'd have to assume most people have, then so.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting that you just mentioned childhood and suffering because one of my
Yeah.
favorite quotes ever is from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
Hmm.
And it's at the end of the first episode, actually, where Eddie says, "You know what they say, a little childhood trauma builds character." And so
Right.
I think that applies to warheads. I'm sure
Of course.
some of
it
us
does.
remember what it was like to have our very first warhead, and you're just like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
But then as you grow older,
You
you
just see like
realize this
blood
it's
coming
not
out
that
your
bad.
mouth, and you're like,
Yeah, you're just like, "What is
I
this?"
just remember my
and you're like,
Facebook.
oh.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you make that face that the dude from SpongeBob made. But I like warheads. The thing I don't like about warheads is that after you're done with the sourness, it's very, very mid. Matter of fact, it's borderline trash, like the sweet part of the candy.
It's not great.
But its main objective is to be a sour candy. So I'm going to rate it as a sour candy, which in that case, it
Mhm.
would be goat. Um,
Mhm.
the warhead. Have you guys tried the liquid warheads, like the those? I like them. I
You mean
recommend it.
like do they have a filling, you mean?
Nah, it's the literally. It's just like that's the best way to explain it. It's just like liquid warheads. It's like the
You drink it? Like what are
you,
you talking
you
about?
yeah, like you squirt it. It's like hold on, let me try to find it.
Oh, I don't think I've had that.
I pick them up every now and then at the Dollar General where I live.
Oh,
Yeah,
To
it's
the
the
I mean, I
general
might have. If you,
yeah, it's the super sour double drops, and you get two colors, or I mean,
no.
two flavors. It's like
I
green
mean, I've
apple,
had Juicy Drop.
blue
I've had Juicy
raspberry.
Drop, and that's actually in the
Yeah,
last episode, ain't it?
yeah, it
But
is.
I haven't had the Warhead stuff.
I do like the drops for the warheads. I recommend them as well. Very good. I'm gonna say goat. This is a candy. This upcoming one is one I didn't even try until maybe like 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay. No, really.
Excuse me. Even though I always saw the commercials for them, I'm just like, what is this? But I never tried until recently. Baby bottle pops. Baby bottle pops, baby
Hold on a
bottle pops,
second.
dun, dun,
Commercials come back
chicken and
again.
dumpling.
Commercials come back.
Yeah, I remember the one with what was that dude's name?
You mean you have? Wait. I just looked it up. But you mean you never had these? To remind myself, I mean, you didn't have these until just a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago, yeah, yeah. But Josh, so what
Oh
do you
wow.
think about him?
All right. I don't know. They're mid. Don't even need to explain it. There's just they're alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, if you don't need to explain, I'm just gonna throw my ranking out there. I'm gonna put them in good tier because um they because they taste just like ring pops. And ring pops are better because you can wear them with like a ring. So automatically, that already makes them worse than ring pops. Is the baby ball pops? They taste about the same. We haven't ranked ring pops yet, and if we do, then that's a different story. But we put them in good tier.
Yeah, there was a baby bottle pop commercial with the Jonas Brothers. That's who I was thinking of. Anyway, baby bottle pops are one of the best gimmick candies that I have ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean
Mm-hmm.
is, you know, like Juicy Drop Pop is what I consider like a gimmick candy. There's like, there's, well, you know what I mean. There's just like
Yeah,
something about it where it's
you get
like,
to play you get to play around with it.
yeah, like this one is new, this one is different, or like those or like you said, like the ring pops or the push pops. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a
Push pops are
very
fire.
solid candy, and I was pleasantly surprised when I had it. And I meant to pick one up today, but I forgot. But yeah, it was really good. I actually might put it in GOAT. And it's so weird because like
Oh wow,
I
okay.
for the first time having them, I had them as an adult. And I have no nostalgia attached to them whatsoever except the commercials. Like with that kid who's like at a wedding or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it was good. It was great actually. And I kind of want to get it right now. See ya. No,
All right, to be continued, ladies
to
and
be
gentlemen.
continued. That would be in Candy Part 3. All right. But yeah, I'll say GOAT. Hayden said GOAT and Josh said mid.
Mm-hmm.
Mid, they're
I think
okay.
no, I put them in good tier because
Oh, you said good.
yeah, ring pops would be good tier.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to
That is
communicate.
honestly hilarious because the next one, I'm being so serious, is actually push pop slash ring pops.
Okay, well then you already know what I put. I put both of them in good tier.
What about
So,
you, Josh?
I'll
just
put them in
say
good. Put them in good. The thing with it's nicer ring pops. I'm a big, I don't like getting my hands sticky or
Yeah.
dirty or anything like
Yeah.
that. And I feel like
that's why you get your tongue, bro. Just lick your fingers.
so but I would not lick my fingers. But anyways.
What?
Yeah, it's a wearable candy accessory. It's easy. You can use it like a baby bottle pop. You could just stick it in your mouth and keep it there.
Oh,
You
okay.
already know my ranking, so just Jim, what did you think about it? What do you think
Um,
about all this stuff? These push pops,
Hold
madness, and
on. I'm
this
just gonna
these
check
ring
the Lakers
pops.
score real quick. Okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looks like they're gonna win. Let me
Love the
check the
Phillies.
Thunder
Bet.
score. We're down by 4. All
They
right.
make a touchdown.
Touchdown. That's funny. Shoot, what were we talking about? Juicy. Oh yeah.
Push pops and
So,
ring, no, not juicy drops.
ring. I'll start with push pops. Push pops are all right. They're good. Again, I remember 2008, 2009, watching, you know, Nicktoons, the channel, and the commercials would all it would be like a stick man. You remember that commercial? And he had like the push pop. I like that. They're all right. I'm actually gonna say push pops are mid. They're not bad, but I think there are much better gimmick candies out there, as I mentioned. Ring pops, on the other hand, I don't. They taste fine, but
Ring pops are fire.
I
They got
don't.
a nice swirl to it.
I don't.
Swirl of
No, they're
flavor.
good. It's just it gets to the point where like, why would you want to just like go like this to eat a pop? Like, why would you want to do like that?
That's why I don't do that.
Because it's
I just
fun
I
to
just
do
put it in
that.
my mouth and
And
I
then
just
and
eat it.
then once you just do it for you're like just like your ring finger or whatever finger you put on is gonna be like all wet and stuff. It's just I don't want to go. I don't want to do all that to eat candy. You know what I mean? Like when I'm trying to eat candy, I want to just relax. I don't want to have to like work for the candy or anything, except when it's like like a juicy drop pop. But even then, I have choices. I can either make it as the pop or just the drop.
The labor is what
Seriously though,
makes the fruits enjoyable.
they got to
It's
make
gotta be a saying, right?
they got to make juicy drop pops, no pop, all drop.
Dare to
They got to
drop.
make them.
New,
Dare
new
to
slogan.
drop.
Number six, sweet tarts. One of my favorites.
Sweet tarts.
Anything, look, let's be real, anything Willy Wonka is goat tier. Name a Willy Wonka candy, it's not goat tier.
I will later on.
Exactly. You
No,
can't,
I will
you
literally
can't.
later on. You're gonna see later in this episode.
I don't even know what you're gonna bring up. The only thing I can think of is bottle caps. But anyways, no, so the sweet tarts are just great. They're just the sweet tarts are just
You
wonderful.
get a little bit.
You know?
You're pretty
They're
excited. You
just
guys are
they
pretty
come in
excited about sweet
different they come in
tarts.
different sizes. You ever have in kindergarten where you get those little packs with the two of them in there? Just
Yeah,
the two individual ones. And I'm
yeah.
like, and as a kid, I was like, oh, this is awesome. And like that was
Can
so
you talk
cheap.
just like a little louder?
Remember the ones and when you get in
Yes. Okay.
kindergarten.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, but the sweet tarts, they're pretty lit. Yeah, I'd be eating a whole box of them. Go to Dollar Tree, get a whole box. Like, you
Sweet
can't.
tarts.
They're
Yeah.
great. They're great. You can't. They're sweet tarts. They're just so good.
All right, Hayden. What do you think about sweet tarts?
You guys are pretty excited about all these sweet tarts, and I'm here to let you know now that
Better watch you.
they're
Better watch your
probably
mouth.
one of my most hated candies
Oh,
of all time. I hate sweet tarts.
what?
I just think they're nasty, bro.
You're joking.
I think
You're
they're
joking.
nasty.
Say it again. Say it again.
I'm serious. I
Say it
can't
again.
eat sweet tarts. I can't eat them. Like, because they just make my mouth all chalky and like, I don't know, they just don't
That's
taste good,
Smarties,
bro.
man.
That's Smarties. Smarties be doing that.
Nah,
Smarties.
they're just nah. You can take
Smarties
that.
be
You can take.
Smarties are like Tums, bro. No,
You can take the knowledge that I hate sweet tarts to your grave because I'm not changing in my opinion.
You have a garbage
They're
opinion.
not it, bro.
Go with Connor. Get out of here.
They're too sugary. They're too. They just
I mean,
don't. They don't look exciting.
We're in a candy episode, and you say they're too sugary.
They don't look exciting. They're like pastel colors.
What
Like
does it matter?
they're not. They're not attractive, bro, and they
I
just
don't-
don't taste good.
Why do you
And
need candy to be
to
attractive?
be honest, no, while I'm at it, all Willy Wonka candies are bad, bro. I don't even like Willy Wonka,
You're a
bro.
horrible person. You were
He's a
horrible
fraud, bro. Okay,
person.
Jamin, your turn.
okay. So I meant to do this earlier. I meant to text a list of candies to Connor since he's not here. So sweet tarts, he said, is great. That they're great. He said A tier. I think he means good tier.
Okay.
But he says that they're very good. So yeah, that's a little cameo from Connor. For me, yeah, I just had to send him a quick text message. For me, I think sweet tarts. I don't even. Yeah, sweet tarts are one of my favorite candies. I mean, everything that Josh said, they're great. They're just amazing. But I'll tell you what, the best version of sweet tarts, the extreme sour ones.
But I've never had the sour ones.
I think I got them at Food Lion, which does not exist where you guys live. You guys have Giant, so uh, you could probably get them at Giant or the dollar store, whatever. Um, the extreme sour ones are so good. I'll eat a box of those like for lunch, for breakfast, for dinner, dessert, midnight snack, brunch, whatever. They're just so good. And those are, I think they're better than the original Sweet Tarts in my personal opinion. But Sweet Tarts in general, still great, still good, still
Absolutely.
goat. Ah,
Guaranteed.
that's a sheep, actually. Never mind.
Big
What
people
sound
in
do
the
goats
sheep.
make?
Bah.
Man, they make the same noise. That's so stupid. Anyway, well, this is an interesting one. Jelly beans.
Hmm.
Now, for simplicity's
Mm.
sake, let's just say the Jelly Bellies.
Yeah.
I had back the other day. Let's just say I got the licorice one and I wanted to die. It was disgusting.
Why did you get it then?
It was a mixed bag. I couldn't control the flavors that went into my mouth.
Oh,
They were all I mean, I don't know. They're okay. I don't. I'm gonna say mid. Mid.
mid just because of one bad experience.
No, no.
It's
All the jelly
Josh for
beans
you.
are not. Yeah, okay. What's goaded? What's terrible but goaded? Being boozled.
Yeah,
I threw up. I threw up once because I got the I think it was the rotten egg or something. I
yeah.
legit threw up. It was bad. I was
I
like,
I got a story about
look,
those. Man, let's just
I
say
actually like all the bad flavors. Am I weird for
I
you're
that?
a
like
weird
toothpaste. I like
person.
toothpaste. Toothpaste is the
Yeah, because
best.
isn't it just mint though?
Yeah, basically.
All right. So what you said, mid or trash?
Jelly beans mid, except for Bean Boozled, which are good
Okay.
for the
Um,
experience.
for the experience. That's just like prime middle school right there. Uh, Hayden, Bean Boozle. I
Um,
mean jelly beans.
jelly beans are in fact one of my favorite candies. Might even be my favorite candy.
Jelly
So I
beans are
will
your
put them.
favorite candy?
That's
I will put
so
them in a tier above goat probably, but I know I can't do that
that's
because that
so
doesn't exist.
weird.
So
That is a very
that's so
weird.
weird. What are you talking about?
That is just weird.
It is a
Jelly
little
beans are
weird.
fire. Why is that weird?
It's like saying
Describe it. Describe that.
that's like saying like grapefruit is my favorite fruit.
Nah, grapefruit
Like
is nasty. Don't
grapefruit?
even bring that into this discussion. That's for another episode. Fruit is another episode,
I
bro.
like it. I like grapefruit. But
Of course you do.
you said they're your favorite? That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
like saying
Jelly beans are awesome.
uh out of all the animated Disney movies, what was it called? Lion King 2.5 or something?
Right. Okay. Come
Hold
on.
on, Lion King 2.5.
The
Slander is
sequel
not
nobody knows
necessary.
Yeah,
Is
it
not
was
exists.
needed
yeah,
here.
no, it was Lion King one and a half. That's like saying
Get
Lion
out of
King one and
here,
a
bro.
half is your
You're comparing
favorite.
jelly beans to Lion King 1.5.
Yeah, that's a real
And
movie, by the
man,
way. Look it
Oh
up.
my gosh,
For
bro.
me, jelly beans are mid. Um,
What? Come
oh,
on.
except all right, so you guys know this by now, especially if you've seen my short film, but I used to work at Marshall's. Worked there for combined time like a year and change. Um, the again, the sour jelly beans, elite. I will eat those like crazy. Those are S tier. Um, the jelly beans are mid. Anyway, Laffy Taffy.
ooh, haha, that's good.
Another
Laffy.
Willy Wonka
I'm
candy.
telling you,
I've
they
already said
just
how I
they
feel
don't
about Willy
miss.
Wonka.
Laffy Taffy's your Willy
And
Wonka?
yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
I've already said my piece about him.
Laffy Taffy is so good, bro. Like, what taffy is better than the Laffy kind? Except banana. Banana's close, but
It
other
just
than
puts
that,
you in a laughy mood.
it's just great. Laffy Taffy, it's like is tangy the right word? Probably not, but it's so good. It's stretchy. It's sweet. All Willy Wonka candy is just good. I can't express this enough. Go get yourself some Willy Wonka candy. Get yourself a box of Nerds, Sweet Tarts, Laffy Taffy. Get yourself some Sprees. Maybe get some Fun Dip while you're at it, unless it's not Valentine's Day, because they never have it unless it's Valentine's Day. But you know what? Go get yourself a Pixie Stick. Get yourself a Pixie Stick. And bottle
Pixie stick is
caps,
just like straight up sugar.
bottle
Bro,
caps
okay,
may not be good, but go get yourself
okay,
some bottle.
okay. He was going a little too crazy.
he Yeah, enough of that
I
guy.
forgot what the candy.
Why do we
was
invite him,
at
bro?
that point, because
He should have just like canceled the episode.
nah,
Honestly.
that's impossible.
All right,
He was going crazy. I
yeah,
looked at
he's
my
kind of going
phone.
off.
I was texting
Get
Connor.
yourself some.
I realized he was still going. All right, actually, Josh, stop, please. All right, Hayden, Laffy
We
Taffy.
triggered something, bro. Like so Laffy Taffy, I'm gonna put in trash because, you're gonna like, cause let me explain.
Why
You gotta let me explain. You gotta let me
Why is he
explain
here?
first. Let me explain. Laffy Taffy, the taste. Josh, let me explain. Bro, don't block me on Snapchat. Listen, the reason why I put Laffy Taffy in trash is because the taste is GOAT tier. It tastes great. It tastes amazing, but I put it in trash because it is the most annoyingly tedious candy to open. To take out of the package? Are you kidding me? It'll take,
wrapper.
bro. Oh my gosh, I'm serious. I've actually gotten visibly angry trying to open Laffy Taffy before, and like, there's been times where I've just given up. It's like, okay, I don't even want it anymore. It's just so hard to open. Why did they make it that hard?
Especially when it melts and it gets stuck to
It's
the
not.
wrapper.
Oh, it's not even worth it, dude. Like, it tastes good, but it's not. It doesn't taste that good for me to waste my time. So it belongs in the trash. That's why I put it in the trash anytime I'm trying to unwrap it because I'm done with it, bro.
Laffy Taffy, good. This next one, I have to get up and grab something for.
Oh, props! I didn't know we had props for this.
Okay,
Interesting.
so you ready?
I am so ready.
Dun 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 dun.
Pez.
Pez
Iron Man.
dispensers.
Pez.
Pez dispensers. That must have been so weird for the people only listening on audio, because they were just like, "Why is he singing Nirvana?" Yeah. So Pez dispensers.
Josh, go first.
I think you got as much enjoyment out of the actual candy as you did the character you bought it of.
Yeah.
They're good. I like them. I'm gonna put them at good. I won't put them at good because they taste it themselves quite good. I don't like the quantity. I feel like you don't get enough. I want more. I want more.
I agree.
At the end of the day, all I'm left with is a Shrek, and I want more.
I don't want to just be
that
left with Shrek. I want like a whole bucket full of Pez. I just stick my face in it and just, yeah, Pez is GOAT because, nostalgia, but also because Pez is just a good tasting candy. And you got the Pez dispensers, so it's like, you just have fun. It's like a toy. And I would actually play with the Pez dispensers because they're like toys, like free toys. Of course. I would hate the feeling of getting to the end of the dispenser, like Josh was saying, and like trying to get one more Pez out, and then I realize it's empty. That'd be like the worst.
You gotta go.
The whole
just get it open.
the whole world would just fall apart whenever that happened. I was just like, I want more Pez. But but then when it was refilled, I was happy again. So but go to
Pez dispensers. So yeah, I got these bad boys when I had COVID. Actually, I was in CVS. I got tested and said I got COVID. So I was like, bet. So
let's get some Pez.
I stocked up. I made some terrible financial decisions. I think the COVID was like affecting my brain, but these were not one of them, or two of them, whatever. These were very good. I got them in the same pack. As for the candy, they're good. I don't like the grape ones. I don't. But the thing is,
but Jamin, you gotta when you're ranking Pez, you have to rank. You're not just ranking Pez the candy or Pez the dispenser. You're rating both. Just the entire experience with the candy taste, like all of it.
Still good. I mean, ideally, these things would be really cool to have like a huge collection of, and I'm sure there's one sad sack in like Ohio that
Sure,
that
there's
has like
several.
a big Pez dispenser collection, which honestly I shouldn't even call them sad because that's just like really cool. You've seen my collection of
Sad
stuff
sack.
over there. I can't
Yeah.
I can't knock anyone for collecting stuff. I think it's really cool. Sorry to that one guy in Ohio. Sorry, LeBron.
Sorry, Ohio.
Sorry, Ohio. I'm not apologizing to Ohio. But yeah, they're good. Not the greatest candy, but they're good enough. All right. This
Okay.
next one is very unique. This is technically another gimmick candy, but not like the ones we've
Oh.
talked about before. Um, Pop Rocks.
Ooh, interesting.
Hmm. I it was like a gimmicky. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a gimmicky candy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It was fun to pop, in your mouth, but other than that, they're just I don't know. They kind of went. They didn't have much oomph to them. It was just these little things. I don't know. They're okay.
Okay.
They're mid.
Hayden.
Putting nostalgia aside, Pop Rocks are kind of just like, you know, mid, mid. I'm gonna just be honest. I mean, they taste like good, but it just kind of just tastes like. I mean, the whole point of Pop Rocks that makes them fun is just like they pop in your mouth. Like that's cool and stuff, but like once that's over, it's like it just tastes like flavorless sugar in your mouth. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah,
What? I thought you were saying something.
Did you say something? He's like,
me?
yeah,
Yeah, you,
yeah.
Josh.
Oh, man,
I just heard Josh go, yeah.
I mean,
Okay. Pop Rocks to
They're
me.
I put them in I8 tier.
I,
Pop Rocks are good. Yeah. I mean,
All right, next candy.
my or no, like my dad used to really like Pop Rocks. I would always get them at like Cracker Barrel or whatever. Because they're not one
They
of
had them
those.
at Cracker Barrel.
I
Oh,
think,
just like in the shop area.
yeah. I think
Cracker
no,
Barrel has
no,
a
like
shop area.
you would order Pop Rocks with your grits and like your eggs and pancakes and stuff. That's what I'm talking about, Hayden. And yeah, let me
Oh
just get
yeah.
a um
Pop rocks in if you put pop rocks like on top of
I
pancakes and
don't know if
syrup,
you're being
that
serious or
might be a
not.
good
I've
idea.
never been to Cracker Barrel.
You've never been to Cracker Barrel?
No.
Oof. You're not missing much,
They
honestly.
have they have
Their
like a
breakfast
shop area, like a little like a marketplace. Yeah. Oh my gosh, relax. Excited.
It's 10:43. I'm destroying the house. Um, Pop Rocks are good. But yeah, Cracker Barrel is good too. They have a great breakfast selection, and you can play checkers in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great plus. No
Yeah.
Google.
Chess.
All right, we're gonna have some fun with this next one, but hopefully the episode doesn't dip in quality. The next one
Oh,
is
what? What?
Gobstoppers.
Bruh.
Are you good?
We're talking about Fun Dip. Yeah, we're talking about Fun Dip.
Gobstoppers
Fun
is still
dip.
great.
Okay.
Fun dip is, I love it. It's great. Sometimes you just want to eat the sugar, sometimes you want to eat the stick. It's great.
Hayden, what do you think about Fun Dip? Wait, I mean Josh, did you say is goat or good?
Goat.
Goat,
Goated.
okay.
Goated.
Hayden.
It's a Willy Wonka candy. Can you expect less?
Oh, Fun Dip is good tier, It's not like it's just like one of the most like average candies. Like what do I say about Fun Dip? I don't know.
You like
What can I say about it?
lifesavers. You like lifesavers.
That's a good one.
And
And the gummy ones.
What is your
and the
point?
gummy ones.
What is
It's
your
even
point?
worse. Oh my
Nah,
gosh.
Fun Dip is
You're like
it's
Connor.
good. It is good. In what way? I'm not like Connor. Don't compare me to that guy.
That's crazy. I just got a text from him.
Oh snap! What did he say?
Nothing. Okay.
Okay.
So you
Nothing
said
important. All right.
you said they're what? You
Yeah,
said
I put him in good tier.
You're
Good,
good.
good tier, not good. Good.
Okay. By the way, Connor's currently typing out his list of candies so he can still be like involved.
Oh, okay.
And so he's gonna I
Mm.
sent him a picture of the list of the candies we were talking about, and he's currently responding to all of them as we speak. So I will reveal him at the end of the episode. For now,
His
we are
lazy
at
butt couldn't show up in
the
the episode, but he has the time to rank all of them anyway.
the last thing we would be talking about. I did actually write this one down, but I'm feeling a little different.
Spontaneous.
I'm gonna switch it up,
Oh boy.
and I'm gonna have some fun with this one. Um, actually, Gobstoppers this time. That's the one I had on the list.
Okay.
I like a better jawbreaker. They don't really break your jaw. And on top of that, when you bite into it, it has a little bit of a sweetness. It's got a little hollow inside. No, they're perfect. They're great. They taste very good. You can pop in multiple at a time without feeling oversaturated in terms of flavor. They're good.
Okay. I think Gobstoppers are good. They're not my favorite Wonka candy, but
That's fair.
it's kind of exactly what Josh said. Um Connor's got some good ones. It's kind of like with Josh, they're like jawbreakers, but they're not, as jaw breaking. Um, but yeah, I do like Gobstoppers. They're not great in my opinion. They're kind of, they're good, but when it
That's
comes to
fair.
Willy Wonka candies, that's definitely one of the worst ones, in my personal opinion. But
I think
speaking
bottle caps.
speaking of opinions, Connor has some very interesting ones.
I don't even want to hear his. He's worse than Hayden.
And so,
Oh boy.
without any further
What do you
ado,
say?
should I try to do a Connor impression when I do these?
Yeah, do it.
Hey, what's
Do
up,
it.
guys? I'm Connor. So okay, so what's number one? Oh, okay, so we got Jolly Ranchers. I mean,
You sound like somebody from South Park.
Jolly Ranchers are, they're good. They're great actually. All right, let me actually read what he says. So he says Jolly Ranchers are S tier. He for his reasoning, he said he used to sell them in school. Um,
So that was his
Okay.
moneymaker.
and then
He's
Connor,
chasing the
and,
bag.
and then so he said for Mentos, good. My mom always carried them in her purse wherever, and it was the go-to.
See.
Warheads are mid. One is good, but so sour and burns my mouth.
Okay.
Fair.
That's
Never,
yeah, I guess.
never had baby bottle pops. That doesn't surprise me.
I don't
That's
care about
fair.
him.
Ring pops are sub mid, a flashy player, but not much substance or wow factor. Jelly
Okay.
beans are hit or miss. Overall, a B or mid candy. Fair.
All right.
Laffy Taffy, easy A. Don't eat them anymore, but fundamental childhood candy.
That's because
Instrumental in the way I grew up.
Connor knows what he's talking about.
Pez, trash. Go back to the 90s.
What?
That's what he says. He said,
Okay. See, this is why Connor wasn't in today's episode.
go back to the 90s and stay there. Pop
All right.
Rocks are B. I get they're fun, or they're good. I get they're fun, but the bags are just so small, not a lot of bang for buck or fizz for the buck in that case.
All right. Fair.
What? All right. Lifesaver is good.
I get what he's trying to say.
Obviously a more well-known and popular one, but another mom purse candy. That is true. I bet if we checked all of our mom's purses right now, there would be a lifesaver from like
Fine.
2006 at the bottom.
Yeah, just like a stray lifesaver.
Just a stray lifesaver. You got like hair and lipstick all over it. Fun dip.
It's got like other lifesavers like melted onto it.
According to Connor, Fun dip is trash. No explanation. Oh wait, no, he actually
You
did give
know,
one.
I kind of feel him. I kind of feel
He
him honestly
said
on that.
Fun dip is straight sugar and the white stick tastes like it's been warehouse stored for 30 years. That's pretty funny, actually. I don't blame him
I
on that one.
respect him for that.
Gobstoppers are sub mid too, like C. Just haven't had enough of them for them to rise in the ranks. Fair, in my opinion. candy part 2. We have wrapped up the candy saga. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. If
I will
Connor
be
was
in
here,
every episode in next season, just to let you guys know.
he will not. He's completely lying to
It's in
you.
the works.
It's not. Nothing's in the works. The only thing in the works right now is the sneeze that's about to happen. So let me stop recording real
Pineapples,
quick.
So let's
pineapples,
end it.
Let me
pineapples,
restart.
pineapples,
They don't need to
pineapples.
hear
I'm
that. They
gonna
don't need to hear